Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nox and we are talking all things employment. And if you are new here, go ahead and press that subscribe button, like this video, and also don't forget to drop your comment. So today guys, I'm gonna give you tips that I know it will work for you, it will help you, and it will actually make your applications more, let me say, it will come back with better results. If you've been struggling and you've been applying and you're thinking, what is it I might be doing wrong? So please sit, because I'm going to share 5 of them. So I'm going to start from number 5 all the way down to number 1, right? So guys, I have my book. So if I keep looking down, I've got notes here, and I'm making sure I'm giving it to you the way you would appreciate. Okay, guys, one thing that most people struggle with and it makes them feel frustrated is every time they see a position, they just click apply. They don't have time to actually go through the description in detail, and see and honestly see if they really a match. So they just applying, before you know it, they are trained and they're like, yo, today I applied for 20 positions, only to find that out of the 20 positions, only one you are a perfect fit or you have a chance of being shortlisted. So to save you that energy, number one, never skim through your job description. It's important. If there's a position, and I know companies do this, they call positions in different names, right? You find that in one company, someone who's doing what I'm doing, right? Because I'm in recruitment, they are called recruitment consultants. In the other company, they call talent acquisition. In other companies, they call talent specialist. In other companies, they call sourcing specialist. It doesn't matter what name the company is using. And imagine you are pressing apply, and obviously there's some expectation that you have been applying for roughly 100 jobs, and if no one is coming back to you, and if no one is calling you to say, hey, we have received your CV, things like that, as time goes, you lose hope and you like, I'm not going to apply anymore. So to save you time, guys, never skim through. It's important. Go through, be very honest, look at what they're looking for, and see if you are a match. So if the position wants 3 to 5 years experience, if you honestly don't have 3 to 5 years experience, don't apply, because guess what, you're not going to be shortlisted. And if you are not shortlisted, you are not seeing anything positive coming out of your applications. Before you know it, you've given up and you're not going to apply anymore. So number 4, guys, I always tell everyone, you can't be using one CV to apply in every position. Why am I saying this? Because companies are looking for different things. This could be, so I'm not saying change your CV completely, tweak it a bit, um, get a job specification, look at what the company is looking for, and use that to make your CV more of a match to what they're looking for. So I'm not saying, let's say you are in finance, here you are applying for a job in HR. No, those are two different um, fields, positions, and there's no way you can be a fit for those two. What I'm saying is, some companies will tell you they're looking for someone who is the leadership skills at this level, things like that. Tweak it a bit there and there, but it's one CV. You are just changing a little bit to make sure that you are a perfect fit. Why are you doing that? Because when a recruiter receives a CV, they open your CV, they open the job specification, they are matching if this matches to this. And the person that gets shortlisted is a person that their CV matches with the job specification. Why is it important to review your CV according to the position that you're applying for? So this, I'm sharing what normally happens, and with my experience, the pattern that I've observed in my career, and the guys that normally get shortlisted, Um, and depending on how prepared they are for the interview, they normally get the job. So what happens is, obviously, when we are searching for a position, we go to whatever online career portal to search for candidates. You get this candidate, you call them. So on the phone, you are like, "Hi, sir, how are you? You're speaking to Knox from XYZ company. I got your CV on one of the career portals. I just wanted to check if you're on the job market." So let's say they've got time and they're like, "Yeah, I'm on the job market. What do you have?" And then you just take them through. This is the position. It's paying this much. This is what they're looking for. All the nitty gritties, right? And then you obviously check the CV that you have if it's updated, like is what they're doing now according to the CV. So, what they normally do, people that normally get the jobs, hence I'm sharing these tips with you, is they would say, so if you ask for the updated CV, they will tell you, "Can you please send me the job specification?" And then they will say, then you'll be like, "Okay, you confirm the email address," and then you send the job specification. And then you ask them, "When should I expect your updated CV back?" And they will say, "Yeah, I'm at work. I'll do it overnight. First thing in the morning when you come back, you're going to get it." Let me tell you why they're saying that. They're getting the job specification. They get home, they open the job specification, they open their CVs, they tweak, they tweak, they tweak, and they become a match. They are not lying about skills that they have, the number of the years they've been exposed to a certain industry doing whatever they are doing, but they're changing small things so that they become a match to the job specification. And here I am, I come in the morning, I check my emails, I open the CV, I open the spec, I say, "Woo, this is a perfect candidate." So that's why it's important that you can't just be using one CV. Companies are different, they're looking for whatever they're looking for. Your experience and exposure and the number of years doing whatever you're doing, you can't lie about. You don't have to lie. You can't lie. That remains the same. But just make sure that you are tweaking it a little bit. Okay. And then tip number 3, guys, prepare for the interview. Prepare. You want to look like you know your story. Obviously, if you are prepared, you know your story, you have a high chance of getting a job. You research about the company, you look apart, and all those things. I have also covered 10 tips on how to ace an interview. I will drop the description down below so that you guys can go check that out to make sure that you prepare fully. You have to. The guys that get appointed, those are the guys that have done proper research about the company. They've done everything. They're asking the right questions and everything. Okay. Number 2, guys. This one it's not tricky, but I just want to share something because most of us get this wrong. Always go for the position other than the company. So I've seen this a lot. People get excited. They like, "Hey, this company shortlisted me," and they're not focused on the position. So what happens is, let's say big companies like or big telecom companies like MTN or Escom. So people get excited about the company. "I'm going to work for this company, or this company, or this company," and they do less, or they pay less attention on the position. Remember, it's nice to work for a well-known company or an international company or a well-established company, but your position is the most important, because this will prepare you to level up should you decide to move from that company to the next company. So the focus must not be mainly on the company, but rather the position, because you don't want to get excited that you're going to work for this amazing company, this well-known company, this company that everyone wants to work for. The next thing, you get there, and every day you are getting miserable because you are not enjoying what you are doing. I know people that will downgrade. I know people that would change and not do what they honestly enjoy deep down, things that they really want to do, but they're focusing more because, "Oh, this is the company, I want to be associated with this company." I mean, honestly, I've never worked for well-known companies, and there is nothing wrong, and I know a lot of people that have never worked for well-known, big, nicely established international company, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when you are doing what you are doing and you are loving what you are doing, you are more happier. You won't be looking for a job anytime soon. But if your focus is mostly on the company, you'll stay there for 6 months and then you'll realize you are becoming more miserable every day, and then you want to leave. Guys, step number one, and very, guys, this is key, very, 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 very important. Guys, you need to stay positive. I know how stressful looking for a job is. Some days there's hope. You wake up and you are very energized and you're like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna push, I'm gonna push. Some days you are like, as in, I'm done. Like, I'm not gonna look for a job, I'm just gonna sit at home, I'm not gonna try harder, I'm not gonna update my CV, I'm not gonna do all these things, I'm not gonna push myself. I mean, it's tough for everyone. Economically, we are not doing well. The unemployment rate keeps going up, but you need to maintain um, your attitude. You need to remain positive. And why I'm saying this is my number one, because your attitude set the pace for everything. If your attitude is in the bad place, right, you're gonna miss out on good opportunities. You're gonna go to interviews and your negativity just rubs off, or people that are interviewing, they can see that you are stressed. And trust me, companies don't want people that are stressed. Companies don't want people that needs to be motivated. I mean, who's gonna have a morning meeting with you every morning to say, hey, this is a job, do what you like, and all these things? They want people that are self-motivated, people that understand, people that want to push, people that want to make an impact. So if your attitude is not in the good place, don't force to go to an interview, because it shows. You get there, you've got this long face, and no one wants to work with someone with a very long face. So no matter how difficult it is, no matter how stressful it is, no matter how broke you are, no matter how bad the situation is, you can't pay your bills because you're out of a job, because you've been thinking, or your plan was you would have a job by this time and you don't. You need to stay positive, and this remains my number one best tip everywhere you go. Because being positive, even when you are hired, you can't then say, now because I've got a job, I'm going to drop being positive and I'm going to start being negative. You need to keep being positive everywhere, all the time, guys. So I'm hoping this helped you. If you really think this video was really helpful, put a thumbs up, guys. Please do comment as well. And if it's your first time, guys, don't forget, go ahead and press that subscribe button.